Craig, the rain started pretty early this year.
Yeah.
And I hope the sudden season change did not catch you unprepared.
Not this time again. But back in the day, I probably would have been beaten twice by the rains before remembering to carry an umbrella everywhere. And you know, this happens naturally to people. But the great thing about Lamata is the many lessons we learn here. One of which is your degree of success in any season depends on your degree of preparation before it started.
Lamata is also about to experience a season change as this one, the 7th, gradually comes to an end. In our spirit of practicing what we preach, we prepare for a new glorious season by reviewing our successes and accomplishments achieved in this one.
I am Obafemi Craig.
I am Kate Harmony. First, we'll take the news highlights.
We thank you for joining us on the news highlights on Lamata FR. The need to continue the implementation of the Strategic Transport Master Plan, STMP, has been stressed by the Managing Director of Lamata, Dr. Dayo Moberiola. Dr. Moberiola, while assessing the progress achieved so far on that implementation of the plan, noted that commitment to the continuous execution of the transport projects and initiatives outlined under the plan holds the key to the prosperity of Lagos State as Nigeria's and West Africa's commercial hub. He said the state government had in the last 8 years showed political and financial commitment to delivering an integrated multimodal public transport system that will support the well-being of not only the citizens, but visitors who flood the state regularly for business and other social transactions. Dr. Mobrela mentioned the implementation of the Mile 12 to CMS BRT project, the Mile 12 to Ikorodu Town BRT extension project, the ongoing Blue Line Rail project along Okukumaiko to Marina, and lots of other road projects as part of the strategic plan that will in a short while form a network that will connect and integrate with other transport projects still in the pipeline. The Strategic Transport Master Plan, which was recently reviewed and upgraded to accommodate the greater Lagos region, has in it the implementation of 6 rail lines, 1 monorail, 14 BRT corridors, 3 car cable lines, and a ring road across Lagos, among other road projects. Work on the rehabilitation of Akin Adeshola Road in Victoria Island continued with the achievement of over 90% completion on the first phase of the project. The phase 1 of the project involves the cleaning of the drains and provision of concrete cover slab, installation and placement of concrete cover slab, paving of parking lots, installation of road median curbs, and paving of the road with interlocking stones. The phase 1 of the project covers the stretch from Amadu Bello Way to Karimu Ikoton Junction, which is 240 meters long. With the phase 1 of the project almost completed, work will commence soon on the phase 2 of the project. The project, when completed, will, among other benefits, eradicate the flooding associated with the roads during the rainy season. And that ends the news highlight.
Basically, what Lamata does is to coordinate public transportation in Lagos State, and we came up with a transport master plan.
Developed together with the World Bank, the objective of this plan is finding long-lasting solutions for the problem of transportation in Lagos. Currently under its first steps of development, the plan has already proven itself a big success, dramatically increasing the connectivity in a city in continuous expansion and enjoying an unparalleled demographic and economic growth.
Our responsibility is to ensure that we provide the necessary infrastructure to meet the growth, to improve the quality of life, to improve the standard of living, and to make Lagos a vibrant and livable city in years to come.
Lamata, keeping Lagos moving.
The 7th season of Lamata gradually winds down, but before we get into the new one, which promises to see more accomplishments on the rail and road transport, let's review the successes of the Lagos State government through Lamata this season in keeping Lagos moving.
Yes, successes like the lane conversion of the dedicated bus rapid transit BRT lanes from Mile 12 to CMS is substantial portion of which is complete.
Top of every nation's priority list is the need for adequate public transport system. For a growing megacity like Lagos with a population of over 21 million people, we need better transportation alternatives, safer and faster travel time, and a better commuting experience. The conversion of BRT lanes from asphalt to concrete pavements is just one step towards that direction. And we have the senior specialist roads Lamata, engineer Tajuddin Olanikbekun, to take us through the updates of the Mile 12 to CMS BRT lanes conversion. So when did this whole process start?
The phase one of this project started around March last year, 2014, and we completed the first phase, technically on the BRT lane itself, by June. Of course, there are still some other works like curb painting, curb repairs, but the phase two is already ongoing, and that started around November last year, and we are presently at Anthony's section of phase two of the project.
So what's the scope of the phase two of the project?
Well, just like the scope we have in phase one, it requires scarification of existing bituminous surface on the BRT lane and replacing with rigid pavement, which is concrete, reinforced concrete. It also involves curb painting, just like phase one, but the major work is scarification, removing the existing asphalt pavement and replacing with concrete pavement.
Well, at least we know that there won't be potholes anymore. And when you are in BRT, you won't be bumpy and all that. At least that is the advantage of the change in the structure of the road.
My impression is that of a positive development. We have been complaining when the situation was deteriorating, but now we are riding a more smoother journey on BRT. I park my car, Petronside BRT is faster, quicker.
The entire waiting time for this project to be completed is actually worth it, because by the time it's done, you will travel faster, safer and smoother. And remember, the lanes require low maintenance costs and will be able to withstand the heavy axle weight of the BRT buses. This is part of Lagos State's Strategic Transport Master Plan in making your public transportation in Lagos better.
A good relationship between the drivers and the roads depends on how qualified the driver and his or her vehicle is to ply the roads. We therefore hosted Engineer Bolahon Toriola, the Chief Vehicle Inspection Officer in Lagos, to enlighten us on the requirements for vehicles and drivers in Lagos State. Engineer Abdullah Fiz, Bolahon Toriola, thank you for joining us on the show.
It's my pleasure.
VIO, VIS, the two are in the public space. What do you do? And what is the difference between VIO and VIS?
Thank you very much. In line with the traffic law, section 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, the Vehicle Inspection Service, which is the VIA, is the agency in charge of issuance of roadworthiness to ensure that we have roadworthy vehicles on our road. You must have seen some vehicle inspection officers on the road doing what's called road check. Their primary assignment is to ensure that those vehicles that ply the road are roadworthy in terms of meeting the minimum standard before you can ply the road. Also, before you can apply for your driver's license, or before you can get your driver's license, when you apply for your driver's license, what you need to do, you need to visit the Vehicle Inspection Service, who will conduct the checks for you. We also do what's called enlightenment. You know, the section 12 of the law stated clearly our duties, what to be done by the Vehicle Inspection Service. That is the agency.
Okay.
So if we do what's called enlightenment, you need to educate drivers on how to use the road to reduce carnage or accident on our road. And before you can get your certificate for your driving school, in case you want to operate a driving school, you know, VIO we don't teach or we don't train to be drivers. What we do is to confirm their competency on the road. We also inspect accident vehicles. If you have accident with your vehicle now, police to prosecute the offender. But our own is to determine the cost of the accident on the road. What caused the vehicle? What is the condition of the vehicle? Prior to that, accident, VIO does this.
Okay.
Then VIO now, you have mentioned VIO.
Yes.
VIO, Vehicle Inspection Officer, the personnel in the VIS, that is people working in the agency. Which agency? Vehicle Inspection Service.
One of the functions is to check vehicle papers to ensure that the vehicles should be on the road. There are many papers we carry with us as we drive around. What then are the basic papers the VIO should be looking at?
Let's start from private. Assuming you have a vehicle that is above 5 years from date of manufacture, register in your own name. A private vehicle, a saloon car I'm talking about, that is registered in your own name or in my own name, I need to have that vehicle registered first. The vehicle must be registered. What's the purpose of registration of a vehicle? It's about two things. It's about identification and security. Identification means that vehicle belongs to what? To Riola. Two is that in case we have issue with the vehicle, can we really trace the vehicle? It has to do with security. That is the purpose of registration. That vehicle must be registered. And they will give you proof of ownership, they'll give you other document that comes with registration and plate number. You need to have vehicle license to show that you are complying with Joint Task Board rules, which is road levies. You must have vehicle license that will show the validity of that vehicle license. You need to have a vehicle license. If the vehicle is above 5 years from date of manufacture, you need to have what's called MOT.
For the benefit of our audience, what is MOT?
Yes, MOT means Ministry of Transportation Test. I've mentioned that that vehicle must be registered. You must have document of ownership and letter of allocation of number plates. Those are documents you need to have.
Okay.
You need to have vehicle license. You need to have MOT. If the vehicle is probably old and is above 5 years from date of manufacture. And you also need to have insurance. It is compulsory. It's a law. You must have insurance. And the minimum you can get is what? Third party. You can go for a comprehensive if you want.
If I have the money.
If I have the money, because it has other benefits. But the minimum in view of the law is third party. You must have it. Apart from the document, you must also have what's called vehicle accessories. You prepare for breakdown, like extra tires, jack, wheel spanner, fire extinguisher, seat caution. You must have it. That's privately owned vehicle. If you have a commercially designed vehicle, you must have acting permit. Acting permit give the owner the authority to use the vehicle to apply at any time for commercial purpose.
Lamata never advances a project without carrying you along, and this season we met with you, residents and workers along the Ikorodu axis, for a stakeholders meeting regarding the Oluwo Odiko market along the Mile 12 to Ikorodu BRT extension.
Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best.
Lamata, as we all know, was given the mandate to build the BRT corridor, 13.5 kilometers from Mile 12 to Ikorodu town. And at the tail end of the project towards the Ikorodu town, there is a market known as a Ikorodu market. And we found that the market was on the right of way of the new project extension. And we need to relocate the market. We did a study, a resettlement action plan for them. We took the survey of the traders, and we knew how many we were going to provide for here. We are bringing them to this, where we are now, the Oluwo Odiko area of Ikorodu, near Agric. And you can see that the facility is way out from where they're coming from. Where we took them, it was just key clamps. But here, we are providing solid structure, steel roof. We are providing many amenities for them. You can see there are car parks for people who come to patronize. We built crèche. We built administrative offices. We have toilets. We have 2 boreholes here. We are going to electrify this place for ease of marketing when it gets dark.
Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best.
We are not done yet, and already so much has been achieved this season in making your journeys across Lagos smooth, hassle-free, and pleasant.
One particular area that a lot of you wrote in to express your concerns about is Victoria Island and the ongoing rehabilitation of Bishop Aboyede Cole Street and Akin Adeshola Street. We took you there for a review of progress being achieved and to highlight the importance of repairing them. We visited Bishop Aboyede Cole Street, Victoria Island, Lagos some few months ago, and this section of the road was partially blocked. Today, right at the same spot, the road has been opened up for commuting. The median section is almost ready. The street lights have been fixed, and we just have little work left. And very soon, contractors will leave site. But there is need for us to feed you back. Let's talk to some of the users of the road to know what their experiences have been so far. How was the road before they begin the work?
Da farko dai hanyar nan bayan da yake duk ruwa kwatami kasa bayan da yake duwatsu hanyar very damage hanyar abace yake amma yanzu hanyar ya dawo clean yayi kyau normal.
Okay. Now what they don't do how you wetin be your experience?
To hanyar na gaskiya yanzu yayi kyau kowa zo gani ya san hanya yayi kyau aiki yayi kyau ba wani damuwa no any problem with the road. The road is good now. No, now not any delay now, no any disturbance for road.
We are now at Akin Adeshola Street, Victoria Island, Lagos, where the Lagos State government through Lamata has commenced work towards solving the problems of perennial flooding due to bad drainage system. You can see that work is in progress to meet the expectations of the people. Let's talk to the road users to share in their thoughts about this project. What was your experience during the rainy season before this construction started?
The reasons of this place is no fun at all. Because this road, they are making it more than 3 times. Because there's no drainage.
Okay.
But now, I saw that the one you people are doing is the correct job now.
Also this season, we revisited the bus franchise scheme, sharing with you the Lagos State government's plan in continually upgrading it to serve you better. All in the right direction of keeping Lagos moving, we are at the bus franchise scheme depot at Ikotu, where we visited some months ago to get an update of the work being done. We'll be speaking with the managing director, Cape Trust Investment Limited, the managers of the BFS scheme, who will be giving us an update of their operations.
We came in about 200 days ago, and we met. I mean, you saw the situations when we came in, but to the glory of God, with the help of Lamata, 25 buses have been refurbished by Lamata with the approval of the MD of Lamata. And on our own side, we have also done 5 of these buses. And right now we have over 32 buses fully refurbished on the corridor. However, you can see that we still have some of these buses, and progress is still going on additional 2. And we are hoping that in the next couple of days, this will join the fleet. What has been your experience using the bus franchise scheme?
Okay, well, it's been incredible actually. Like the government actually, they're trying, because before we never had enough buses, but now we have enough buses that are going to Ikeja every day. You know, enough buses. Like we don't have passengers queuing up like much again. So like yes, like before. So we have enough, but like as you can see now, we have Yanokwaja coming already, and there's no queue at Ikeja. So.
We have spoken with the Managing Director, Cape Trust Investment Limited, Mr. Juwon Oshibanjo, and it's evident that the process of enhancing and providing a public transportation for people of Alimosho local government area is on course. We've also spoken with the commuters, people who use the scheme every day. We have heard their concerns and would like to let you know that the Lagos State government, through Lamata, will stop at nothing until an adequate, safer and convenient public transportation is provided for the people of Alimosho Ogbomoso local government and for Lagos State generally.
Eko Akete, Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best.
Kate, which of the topics treated this season intrigued you the most?
Well, you know I love innovations. So I think it's the one with the Lagos State government's plan to install an intelligent transportation system for Lagos State.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know it also caught my attention when one realizes the fact that the installation and operations of an intelligent transportation system in Lagos State is where our mega city transport becomes truly global.
True. Yeah.
This is one of the projects we visited this season. So, Dr. Amegbebo, what is intelligent transport system?
Well, intelligent transport system is the application of computer-based system in the management and operations of buses, trains, ferries, to ensure maximum efficiency in the system.
Okay, but then it comes with different packages.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I tried to check it out online. I saw that it comes with a certain device that should be able to capture plate numbers, to monitor traffic and different things. So what are the models you intend to implement for the bus operations under Lamata's regulation?
Well, ITS is, that is intelligent transport system is quite wide. It had a lot of modules.
Yeah.
But we are concentrating on 7 modules for now.
Okay.
Number 1 is the database public transportation system. Module 2, the AVS system.
Okay.
Module 3 is the display system, the LED, that will be solar powered.
Okay.
Then module 4 will be the central intelligence system. Then module 5 will deal with the communication aspect of it, that is APN and the private subscriber like MTN and what have you. Then the next module will be the bus control center, because we want to be able to view the activities of this vehicle on the road, able to call driver when you are embarking on unauthorized route. We're able to see the vehicle. We're able to notice harsh braking, route deviation, overspeeding, recklessness, and what have you.
If you live in Lagos and you travel across the city by road or sea, you should watch this show, Lamata Half Hour. We'll be right back after the break. Thank you for your emails, phone calls, text messages, and social media messages. Here is one we received from our social media page, and it's from Chioma Ago, and she says, "Nice work in Lagos. Keep it up. Thank you, and you too can participate by sending your questions, comments, and remarks on our following contact. Thank you again for joining us today on Lamata Half Hour. Today, we reviewed advancements achieved by Lamata in Lagos this season. The reason we are always confident to take you back is because Lamata is diligent on every project to deliver a world-class inner-city transport for you in Lagos.
A diligence nicely summed in the wise words of Colin Powell. A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. I am Obafemi Craig.
I am Kate Harmony. Lamata.
Keeping Lagos moving.
Eko Akete, Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lane.